Have you ever poured your whole heart into a man? Loved him deeply, cooked for him, stayed loyal, listened, supported, and even sacrificed your own happiness just to see him smile. And still he pulled away? Still he grew distant, cold, confused, or worse. He left. And you're left asking, but why? I loved him with everything I had. And here's the hard truth most women are never told. Love alone isn't enough. You see, a man can be with the most loving woman in the world, and yet if certain emotional needs inside him aren't being met, he'll drift. Not because he doesn't care, but because something deeper inside him is starving. There are 3 powerful emotional needs that men rarely talk about. Not because they're unimportant, but because most men have never had the words to explain them. But if a woman understands these 3 hidden needs, she doesn't just become the one, she becomes the only one. Let's start with the first. And no, it's not sex, it's not even love. 1. He needs respect, but not the kind you think. Most women think what a man wants most is love, loyalty, maybe some physical affection. But if you ask a man who's emotionally self-aware, he'll tell you, I want respect. But here's where it gets deep. Not the kind of respect that's given automatically. Not the fake smile or the yes babe, you're right kind of respect. He wants to feel respected in a way that's earned. He wants to feel that you see him, not just as your boyfriend or husband, but as a capable, admirable man, flaws and all. You could love him endlessly, but if he constantly feels criticized, if he hears more doubts than belief, if he feels like you're trying to fix him instead of believe in him, that quiet love you're giving, it starts to rot. Why? Because biologically and psychologically, men are wired for purpose, for capability, for feeling like the woman beside them trusts their judgment, even if they're not perfect. So here's what happens. Let's say he offers you a solution to your problem and you quickly shut him down. That's not going to work. You just don't get it. That one line, it doesn't just end a conversation. It chips away at his identity. It whispers to him, she doesn't believe in me. And that hurts him in a place deeper than love ever reached. Now don't get me wrong, respecting a man doesn't mean agreeing with everything he says. It means showing him that you trust his intent, even if you challenge his ideas. It's saying, I may not agree, but I know your heart is in the right place. I see the man you're trying to be. And when you give a man respect, after seeing his flaws, after watching him fail and keep trying, that kind of respect hits different. It hits his soul. It anchors him to you. Because now he doesn't just feel loved. He feels seen. But that's only one piece. The second emotional need, it taps into something primal, ancient, and then completely misunderstood by most women. 2. He needs to feel like your hero, not just your partner. Let's talk about the hero instinct. Now, I know what you're thinking. He doesn't need to be some superhero. But that's not what this is about. It's about something so deeply wired into his emotional DNA that when it's missing, he doesn't even feel like himself. Men need to feel useful, valuable, and capable. They crave purpose through action, while women connect through conversation, emotions, nurturing. Men feel connection when they feel they're doing something that matters for someone they care about. That could mean fixing something, giving you advice, carrying your groceries, or just showing up for you when you didn't even ask. You know when he lights up because you said, "Thank God you handled that. I feel safe when you're around." That's not just feeding his ego, that's feeding his soul. It's not about being needy, it's about allowing him to feel needed. Because here's the secret, a man who doesn't feel needed will eventually feel replaceable. And when a man feels replaceable, even love can't hold him. But when you let him be your rock, your quiet support, your protector, not just physically but emotionally, he feels like a man, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to let him matter. And when he feels that, he starts protecting you harder, caring deeper, loving better. But even that's not enough. There's one more emotional need, the one almost no one sees. 3. He craves emotional safety without judgment. This is the one most people miss, because it is not loud, it's not obvious. It hides behind his silence, his jokes, his distractions. But it's the deepest need of all. He wants to feel emotionally safe and not be judged for it. From a young age, boys are told, don't cry, man up, be strong. So what do? They grow up learning to hide their fear, to smile when they are hurting, to shut down when they want to scream, to carry storms inside and tell no one. But that storm doesn't go away. It just gets buried. That's why when a woman comes into his life who doesn't try to fix him, who doesn't shame him when he opens up, who can sit with him in silence without needing him to hurry up and talk, he bonds with her in a way that's beyond physical. That's when he says, I don't know why, but I feel different with her. It's not because she's the prettiest, it's not because she's the funniest, it's because with her, he can finally exhale. And research proves it. Studies show men release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, more intensely during emotionally safe moments than even during sex. So while most women think, if I just love him more, he'll stay, what actually makes him stay, what actually makes him choose you again and again, is how safe he feels being emotionally naked with you. No performance, no pretending, just real, raw peace. So why don't women know this? Because we've been taught a lie that love is enough. That if you're kind, loyal and loving, it'll all work out. But love without respect, love without purpose, love without safety, it's like watering a plant without sunlight. Eventually it dies. Women tend to give what they would want: affection, reassurance, emotional caretaking. But men bond differently. They connect through earned respect, feeling like a hero, emotional safety without judgment. Here's what makes you unforgettable. It's not your looks, not your fashion, not even your charm. It's when a man feels that you speak to the deepest parts of his emotional world, the parts he never shows anyone else. And when you do, he doesn't just love you, he never wants to lose you. If this touched your heart, give it a like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments.